A pleasant day to everyone. I am Kristine Rillera, and together with my co-researchers,
Agcaoili Flor.
And I am Daryll Lorenzo.
today we will be presenting to you our research proposal entitled Factors that Result in College Students' Sleep Disorders and Health Conditions that Can Affect Academic Performance.
For our Chapter 1, Introduction, the attitude towards sleep disorders and other health conditions has always been controversial. In the last decades, poor quality of sleep has been increasingly recognized as a symptom that must be identified and managed early because it affects health, and now this can also affect the academic performance of college students. Students who suffer from sleep disorder have been found to be at a higher risk of failing academically. Sleep disturbances are a common complaint among college students worldwide, likely because of stress due to increased academic demands, according to Pascoe et al. 2020. College students with poor health have a higher probability of school failure and grade retention. College students' poor sleep quality has a negative impact on their academic performance. In addition to these factors, college students generally do not have adequate quality of sleep due to their high academic load and long hours of study at night. So they find it difficult to sleep at night. Inadequate sleep leads to increased drowsiness and daytime sleepiness, which subsequently decreases mental alertness and concentration, according to Racy et al. 2017. Chronic sleep deprivation has been linked to impaired neurobehavioral functioning, further affecting the academic performance of college students. There is growing evidence of the presence of risk factors and symptoms of several sleep disorders among college students. This study provides evidence that sleep disorders and health conditions affect the academic performance of college students. Statement of the problem. The aim of the study was to determine what factors cause sleep disturbances in college students and what health conditions can affect their academic performance. First problem is, how do sleep disorders and health conditions affect the academic performance of college students? Second, what is the demographic makeup of the respondents in terms of name, age, gender, and health conditions? Our significance of the study. This study will be beneficial to the following. To teachers, this serves as a guide to how teachers can handle the problems of their students. To parents, this study will help parents to be more aware of the health and of their children and their academic performance in school. To researchers, to help them gather more information about the study. It can also help them to improve their knowledge, and it serves as their guide in the field of research. To future researchers, this study will help us guide or reference for the future researcher. Our scope and the limitations. The study will focus on factors that result in college students' sleep disorder and health conditions that can affect academic performance. The study was carried out at Isabela State University Kawayan campus. The selection of the respondents were college students only. The researcher will conduct a survey to gather valid and accurate answers. The subject coverage of this study is the following. The profile of the respondents in terms of their names, gender, age, and financial support. This study focuses on their financial and unnecessary weather conditions and the time of the students.
And here's our chapter 2, Review Related Literatures and Studies. Sleep a vital role in the functioning of the brain by forming new pathways and processing information. Many studies have shown that enough sleep helps to improve memory and learning, increase attention and creativity, and will assist decision making according to Kruger et al. 2015. Indeed, an Australian randomized controlled trial reported that a gamified online cognitive behavior therapy intervention was effective in reducing depressive symptoms in 540 final year secondary students, according to Perry et al. 2017. This study demonstrates the potential of education settings in mitigating the impact of academic-related stress on young people's health conditions. Considering that the health problems have a significant influence on the overall performance of the studies, there is a need to look at the various health determinants and how they affect students. Identifying health factors that impact student performance is essential because of the relationship between health and academic performance, according to Knopp, J.A. et al. 2016. This character, therefore, will analyze the complex relationship that exists between the various health problems and academic achievement. Sleep is an inseparable part of human health and life, and is pivotal of learning and practice as well as physical and mental health. Studies have suggested that insufficient sleep increase frequency of short-term sleep, and going to sleep late and getting up early affect the learning capacity, academic performance, and neurobehavioral function, according to Daryll J.F. et al. 2016. Every student should have about 8 to 10 hours of sleep before taking an examination to have a better performance, and adding a nap in the afternoon will also help improve your memory. The more we study the effects of sleep loss, the more we should find the importance of a good sleep resulting to achieve better memory and improve learning. Sleep loss means mind loss. It binds learning in many ways. It reduces critical thinking, messes up memory and mood, retards reasoning, and shatters quantitative skills, according to Leonidas 2016. A direct way that sleep and school performance are connected is through effects on mental function. Some known problems associated with lack of sleep include decreased attention. The ability to concentrate is vital to learning the academic achievement, but insufficient sleep reduces attention and focus. However, not many researchers have studied the consequences of inadequate sleep quality. It has been proposed that sleep deprivation causes depression, agitation, apathy, and poor academic performance in students.
Let's proceed to Chapter 3, the methodology. This chapter shows the procedures and method used in the study. It includes the following areas for discussion, such as research design, respondent of the study, data gathering tools, data gathering procedures, and statistical treatment. This study was faced with its limitation, reliability, and validity of the research, which also be included. So first is the research design. We, the researchers, use a descriptive research design to match properly with the desired outcomes. The researchers use questionnaire as an instrument of the study. This research proposal used a quantitative approach, and questionnaire were used to collect the data. The design is considered one of the best way of collecting data to determine the responses of the person's reform. This research study determines how sleep disorder and health conditions affect college students prior to their academic performance. Second, respondent of the study. The participants of the study are second-year college students at Isabela State University, Kawayan Campus. This study involved a sample size of 247 college students. The participants were randomly selected. In this study, we use stratified random sampling and we use Slovin's formula to get the sample size of the study. The formula was taken from Pagboso and Motana 1997 sampling technique. This sampling method is conducted where each member of the population has the capability to become part of the sample. The chosen respondents are PS Cream, PS Ed, PS IT, and PSCS. Data gathering tools. The researchers use multiple choice type of questionnaire as the main instrument in this study to gather data. The questionnaire comprised two parts. The part 1 were the items of the respondents' profile concerning their name, age, gender, and health conditions. And the part 2 is about the question, which is multiple choice. The researchers gather data through Google Forms with a random sample of respondents. In data gathering procedures, the first step is giving of informed consent of the respondents by making a consent letter or by asking them, and giving them information about our study. The respondents will supposed to give subjective answers because it is their own opinion and perception about the study, and there is no right nor wrong answer. And lastly, the researchers ask for reasoning, explanation, and justification on why the respondents perceive and choose their answers in such a way he or she does. All in all, there are 247 respondents for this study. However, this is not mandatory and anyone have the right to withdraw being a respondent. And last, statistical treatment of data. Statistical treatment of data is essential to make use of data in the right form. Raw data collection is only one aspect of any experiment. The organization of data is equally important so that appropriate conclusion can be drawn, according to Siddhartha Kalya 2009. After the collection and gathering of data, it will be encoded into computer software, which is Microsoft Excel. The tallying data and frequency percentage distribution will be utilized in the study. The result will determine the profile of the respondent and the factors that affect the academic performance of college students at Isabela State University, Kawayan Campus. The result will be based on the questionnaire as it will measure if the factors mentioned have a significant effect or not. The researchers will utilize the following statistical treatment to interpret the data of the study effectively. This is the reference of our study, and with this, it is very evident that our study has a significant role to the students regarding to their academic performance. And we believe that our study help college students to overcome their problems in sleeping. Thank you for listening and God bless.